take it, way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
72 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They're going to look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, completes this to Ward. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass this attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Now 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He may go.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Aviators look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
When a linebacker diagnoses a screen, who wins? The quarterback getting a throw over to the back in time, or the linebacker running in to knock it away? With the athleticism of modern linebackers, they win the race more often than not.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the River Hogs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Columbus, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Portland, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.